Hey guys, Zach Taylor here. Boy, do we have a good show today. I'm in southwestern Utah hunting mountain lions with Wade Hollerman with Pine Valley Outfitters. Well, it's December 15th, about 3:45 in the morning. Dad and I are just about to Allentown Airport here. We are gonna hop on a plane and head to Cedar City, Utah to hunt mountain lions. So I'm the one with the tag and Dad's gonna be the one running the camera. So we'll see how that goes, and hopefully we have a good trip and lots of footage to share. So stay tuned. Well, after a long day of traveling, we got picked up at the St. George, Utah airport by Wyatt, who was a guide for Pine Valley. We headed into Cedar City, which is the town we were staying in, and we got ready to hunt the following morning. Now, typically the guides would have liked to have some fresh snow. It's easier for them to see the tracks, it's easier for the dogs to follow the tracks. However, we were hunting in some older snow and a lot of dirt, so it was going to be challenging for us finding tracks and the dogs to stay on it, but Wade and Wyatt were confident that we would still be successful, so I just let them do what they do best.
Years old, Wade was told to me, the working man built this land.
The first day we headed up to some higher elevation where there was still some snow. We found a nice female track right away in the morning, but this early in the hunt, that was not something that we wanted to chase. The second half of the day, we saw some really nice scenery, but no more cat tracks.
I'm a true believer. Come to my house, I'll tell you right now.
Day 2 was very similar to day 1, except that Wade had a snowmobile today. He would set out in canyons that we couldn't get to by foot or by truck and try to find some tracks. He found a lot of old tracks, but nothing fresh enough for the dogs to get after.
You look down on us from Capitol Hill, vote yourself a raise.
Well, after we got back after the second day's hunt, Wade got a phone call from a lady he knew that was having problems with some lions getting into her livestock. So we had a game plan for the next morning, and we were heading south to where the cat was. We were a little further south than we have been hunting. We were about 15 miles above the Arizona line, and we set out and we're looking for these cat tracks, and we were on foot. Wade had a four-wheeler, and we just were not coming up with any tracks.
Come on, Downy. Easy. Downy.
So after a couple hours of looking, Wyatt took a couple dogs down a canyon to see if they could maybe cross where the lion had been the night before, and lo and behold, they cut a track. It was a little older, but the dogs could pick up the scent, and the dogs trailed that track for a couple hours that day until darkness fell. Well, it was now the 4th day, and we went back to the same spot we were the day before.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
Downy.
and justice for
Downy.
Come on, Grandma, don't let down the day.
The dogs got on the track again, but could only go so far until darkness fell on us again. We knew the 5th day was going to be the day.
middle finger.
Well, it was now day 5, and we went back to the same location that we were on days 3 and 4. The morning turned up slow. We could not relocate the track. However, around noon, a friend of Wade's named Roland was also out looking for tracks for us, and he spotted a track that we believed was the same track, and it was pretty fresh. So we went over to check it out. Well, the dogs were on the track for an hour or two, and it was really starting to heat up. Wyatt was with the dogs, and my dad and I were with Wade, kind of getting a vantage point watching the chase. We didn't think it was going to happen that night. We were making a plan for the following morning to get back on the same track, but about that time, the dogs really lit up. We circled around the mountain, trying to cut them off in case they did jump the cat and tree it that evening. However, when they did jump the cat ran right back to where we started the chase, so we had to turn around and go all the way back.
Still haven't moved.
He's resigning.
The GPS popped up that the dogs had treed the lion, and it was go time. I grabbed my bow, my dad grabbed my camera, and we had 950 yards to get to that tree and about 45 minutes of legal light to get there.
My truck might be behind the hill. I'm just straight west of them. Canyon or on face.
We were pretty much in a dead-out sprint the whole way, and I'll tell you, us Pennsylvania Flatlanders were not ready for that 9,000 foot of elevation. But we ran as fast as we could to get to that tree before dark. Well, after what about seemed like 10 miles, we finally got to the tree, and there was my lion. After we took a minute to catch our breath, I got my arrow around, got my cameraman around, and we got ready to make the shot.
He's done.
Smoking? Smoking, maybe.
Come on, let's go look at him.
Smoke him?
Yeah, you smoked him. We were fighting the sun today, weren't we? Nice big old tom kitty.
Dude, I've never seen one like being so mad. Unbelievable. Got down to the fourth quarter on this one. All right, so not the greatest conditions for hunting cats. Wade and Wyatt at Pine Valley, they probably would like a little bit of snow, but we moved down a little bit to chase them in the dirt, and we believe this cat's been doing the dirty to some livestock and killing his belly on that. So we've been chasing this cat a couple days, and it's been running us around giving us a lot of headaches, but the dogs got on today and ran it. What was it, 11 mile? Dogs ran about 11 mile today, and we had about 900 and some odd yards to get to it from the truck, and we hauled just to beat the sun. The sun was setting fast, and well, we got to the tree just in time, and the Matthews and the Rage worked a deadly combo, and this old Tom was dead before it hit the ground. So I'd like to thank Wyatt and Wade, Pine Valley, and Allie for making good dinner. Just, this is awesome. This is real awesome.
Strap on your boots, it's gonna be a good hunt, tonight's a full moon. Round up the boys, jump in the truck, you better dress to kill if you wanna have luck. You've been working all week, saving nickels and dimes. There's all kinds of game at the bar tonight. Support your local wildlife. Support your local wildlife. So line up your shots. You better watch out, cause there's cougars in the dark. You're out with your buddies, we're out all alone.
Well, it sure was nice to breathe a big sigh of relief that night. We spent the next couple of days being tourists and sightseeing. We saw things such as Zion National Park, which was pretty neat. I cannot thank Wade and Allie and Wyatt enough. They were nothing but great all week. It's always nice when you go to these places, you know, you always show up as clients, but it's great when you can leave as friends. So I strongly encourage anybody that's interested in a lion hunt, bear, deer, elk, goat, ram. I mean, they kind of do it all there. So they are a class act and you will not be disappointed. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Leave your bow behind, you ain't gonna need it all the time.